They told you GPS works from satellites in space, floating thousands of miles above Earth, beaming signals down from the stars. But let's stop pretending. GPS doesn't come from space. It comes from towers. Ground-based, local.real. That's why your signal drops in tunnels, in valleys, in the middle of nowhere. Not because you're too far from space, but because you're too far from a cell tower. And those satellites, they're not floating in orbit. They're balloons, high-altitude helium balloons with cameras, sensors, and transmitters. That's why companies like Google and NASA launch balloons constantly. Not rockets, balloons. And when it comes to global communication, it's not signals from space linking us. It's cables. Underwater fiber optic cables, thousands of miles long, stretching across every ocean floor, carrying every call, every message, every video in milliseconds. So next time they point to the sky and say, "It's all thanks to satellites," just remember, the sky is the stage, but the signal's coming from the ground. They told you GPS works from satellites in space, floating 12,000 miles above Earth, beaming signals down from the heavens. But let's stop pretending. GPS works from towers. Ground-based. Local. Real. That's why your GPS cuts out in a parking garage or tunnel. If it was really coming from space, you'd never lose it, right? Now here's the proof. The Loran system used before GPS was entirely land-based and gave accurate position data across continents. It was shut down. Why? Because the GPS story had to look space-based to sell the space narrative. And those satellites, they're not up in orbit. Most of what you call satellites are actually high-altitude balloons. Just search NASA Satelloons or the Google Project Loon. Balloons launched into the stratosphere with cameras and transmitters. Even Raven Aerostar, a defense contractor, openly lists high-altitude stratospheric balloon platforms as part of military and communication systems. That's not conspiracy, that's on their website. And when it comes to global communication, not satellites, 99% of all international data goes through undersea fiber optic cables. Look up the submarine cable map run by companies like Telegeography. The internet, the calls, the live video, it's not coming from the sky. It's coming from the ocean floor. So when they tell you satellites are floating above the Earth sending you directions, ask why they still need thousands of towers, why balloons are doing the job, and why nearly all your data travels underwater. Because the truth is, the sky's the distraction. The ground is the network.